Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, July 18th. You'll be interested to know. Today is Nelson Mandela Day, honoring the legacy of a human rights lawyer, prisoner of conscience, and the first democratically elected president of South Africa. Celebrated on his birthday, July 18th, this day reminds us of Mandela's commitment to justice, equality, and the power of individual impact. The United Nations encourages everyone to spend 67 minutes helping others, reflecting Mandela's 67 years of public service. His legacy teaches us to choose dignity over humiliation, speak up during injustice, and forgive rather than hate, reminding us that each person has the power to transform the world. So now you know. And now, it's time for the weather report. It looks like we're in for a chance of showers, mainly before 7 a.m. Then partly sunny, with a high near 88 and west wind of 6 to 8 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 66. For all you beach runners out there, the first high tide Thursday will be just before 10 a.m. with a low tide at 3:30 p.m. The nearshore buoy at Cape Cod Bay reads 70 degrees for the water temperature. Looking ahead in the weather. Friday will be sunny, with a high near 86 and northwest wind around 6 miles per hour, becoming northeast in the afternoon. Saturday and Sunday will be mostly sunny, with highs near 89. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, rescuers confirmed that the mass stranding of dolphins on Cape Cod, beginning on June 28th, was the largest in United States history. The International Fund for Animal Welfare reported that 146 dolphins were involved, with 102 surviving. The event required extensive efforts from over 100 trained volunteers and multiple organizations. In early July, 9 Atlantic white-sided dolphins were rescued and released near Herring Cove Beach. Challenges included difficult mud conditions and the wide dispersal of dolphins. Despite these difficulties, the response was deemed successful with a 70% survival rate. Now on to sports. In a rare financial move, New York Knicks point guard Jalen Brunson opted to sign a contract extension worth $156 million over 4 years, instead of waiting to potentially earn $269 million next offseason. This decision allows the Knicks to allocate savings towards building a championship roster, reflecting Brunson's commitment to the team. Brunson, who began his career as a second-round draft pick, has evolved into one of the league's top scorers and a New York City icon. His willingness to sacrifice for the organization has earned admiration from Knicks fans and management alike. In local sports. Tonight, the Red Sox are on the road in Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers. In top news, Meta has lifted the heightened suspension penalties from Donald Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts ahead of the Republican National Convention. Nearly 4 years after suspending Trump for his praise for people engaged in violence at the Capitol on January 6, 2021, the company has removed all remaining restrictions. Meta's Global Affairs President, Nick Clegg, stated that the American people should be able to hear from the nominees for president on the same basis. All United States presidential candidates will adhere to the same community standards, which include policies to prevent hate speech and incitement to violence. In business news, hackers recently stole 6 months' worth of phone records from nearly 110 million AT&T customers, covering May to October 2022 and January 2nd, 2023. This breach includes call and text logs, and for some estimated locations. While AT&T assures that call content, account names, social security numbers, and credit card information were not compromised, location data remains a significant concern. The stolen data could be misused for blackmail or identity theft. AT&T advises affected customers to be vigilant and report any fraud. For enhanced security, consider using apps like Authy or Google Authenticator. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is just under $64,800. Ethereum is just over $3,400. And Solana is $159. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham, just be sure to tell them Sunny Mornings sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. NASA has announced plans for a controlled deorbit of the International Space Station, with SpaceX developing a specialized deorbit vehicle. This custom-built spacecraft, based on SpaceX's Cargo Dragon, will guide the station into a safe re-entry over an uninhabited ocean area around the year 2030. NASA has awarded SpaceX an $843 million contract for the project, with a total budget request of $1.5 billion. The deorbit vehicle will utilize 35,000 pounds of propellant and 46 Draco rocket engines for precise maneuvers. And in entertainment news, a film adaptation of the popular television series 24 is in early development at 20th Century Studios, according to sources. Brian Grazer, co-founder of Imagine Entertainment, teased this project during an appearance on Squawk Box in June. Grazer highlighted Imagine's success, mentioning past projects like Backdraft and the upcoming 24 film, which will be developed with Disney and Fox. The series, created by Joel Cerno and Robert Cochran, originally ran for 9 seasons from 2001 to 2014, earning 68 Emmy nominations and 20 wins. No plot details or casting information are available at this time. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. And he said, "Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the weather reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Boston.